we've always wanted to be rich, but we don't know how to. When I started reading them, it's like, bruv, I wanted to be rich all this time, and this right here, bruv. Yeah. Just in a book, right, that's it.
Everyone in for violence. I met some brothers that's pious, but until I found a law act, I had no guidance.
So obviously when I rode with him and the Imam's talking and that, my heart is just beating crazy. When he's talking, it's like he's talking to me, like it's mad. And then I read the book here and it's like all making sense. It's like, nah. You know what it is, bro? I like people that come from nothing and make something mad out of it. I learn from everything. Problems, whether it's good or it's bad, I learn from it. We're not trying to make one of us is rich, no. The plan is we're all rich.
The whole team.
Every single one of us. Yeah. Not 5 up and 1. No, every single one of us. When you got loyal people around you and good people, you're always going to go far regardless. You get me? So like, Jay-Z, these guys are my competition. They think they're doing, that's what I'm going to do.
That's what
you want, you got to think big or don't think at all, bro.
Welcome back to the CEOCAST. I'm your host Raheem, and today we are finally back. The episode you've all been waiting for. But before we get to it, make sure you subscribe. Trying to hit 50k by the end of the year. Let me just jump straight into it. I'm finally sat down with none other than Rimzee.
What's going on, my bro?
What are you saying?
Just here, man. Alhamdulillah, bro.
So for the people who don't know who you are, there might be a few you never know. Mm-hmm. How do you explain who you are, what you do, what you're
I'm someone, I do music. I got an entrepreneur side to me and someone with a story in it.
Some little story, yeah?
Someone with a story.
Or someone with a story. Yeah. Go on. So let's break that down to the story, yeah? So obviously, other than music, first thing I noticed when like we messaged each other on WhatsApp or whatever, the first thing your DP was entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I clocked onto that one straight away. So what do you class yourself as? A musician or entrepreneur?
A businessman.
Businessman, yeah?
Yeah.
Businessman with, what's at the forefront though? Artist or businessman?
Businessman.
As a businessman, what's the first thing you got yourself into?
What's the first thing?
In terms of like business move?
I think I really started running my own business from about 15, 16.
Oh, so this is early?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously before then I was just learning in it, but as I got on I started like taking more control of stuff and understanding things better.
What other businesses are you involved with today, right now?
Today?
Yeah.
Music business, like I got a label, got some artists. I'm doing my own self as well, that's separate. I got a studio business. I've got a shop, fast food store that's opening. It's going to be open by the time this is out. Burgers and Bagels in Chelsea.
Chelsea, you know?
Yeah, Fulham, to be precise. Yeah, but it's still the same thing. Property as well, and then real estate. Car rentals as well. I'm looking into more things as well, though.
Like what?
I don't want to give everyone my ideas, though. But there's loads of things. Do you know what it is, bro? If I see something that's good, I want to be involved in it. Do you know what I mean?
So for example, the most recent one you got into was Burgers and Bagels, yeah?
Yeah.
So what made you want to get into that?
Do you know what it is? Because property is long term, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I saw a video of some guy saying, yeah, everyone needs to get into property. If you got 300 grand, put 300 grand in a property. Bro, I don't think that's a good idea because you need money to survive in it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I had the house for how long? Me and my team, and we have not made no money from it, and we've had to put more in it. So you can't never be sure that it's gonna cost this much and that's gonna be it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's because
you know that as well, innit?
Yeah. But you bought the house auction. Obviously you had to renovate it as well.
Yeah.
So then you got to factor that in anyway.
Exactly.
But then you bought it. Can we say where you bought it? Yeah. So you got it up in Leicester, yeah?
Yeah.
So obviously the price is a lot cheaper. You're not slapping down 300k.
Nah.
Yeah. So then what's that like? How much? Can we say how much that cost?
Yeah, it was like nice. I can't remember if it was 96 or 97 in the auction. But then on top of that, then you had to pay buyer's premium.
Yeah. Because
I bought through the company, and then we had to pay the auction fee as well.
So then how much you pay altogether?
So including... I think it came up to like 106, 107, and then we paid about 27 to renovate it as well.
So what's it worth now?
So that would be, say it was cost about 130, and then now it's worth. However, we've got a contract with a council to rent out the house for a whole year. So and they're pointing to HMOs, 3 bedrooms. So now when I go to remortgage the house, because we got evaluated, but because I've got that, when I call the bank to remortgage the house, the valuation will go even more. So now it'll be like, I don't know. which is good for the time. It's not the best, but at the same time, I was learning. It's the first time I tried it.
Yeah.
So
if you were to get into another property, that was your first property, am I right?
yeah.
So if you were to get another one into another deal, would you still do it in Leicester, or where would you do it?
I would prefer want to do it London, innit? But you know what it is? It's because where I'm testing it out and it's the first time,
Yeah.
I was trying to do it cheaper, innit?
Yeah, I hear that.
Because that's always been a plan. Go up north, buy like 10 houses, 50 grand each, do them all up. So you're making 10 incomes at once.
Yeah.
Rather than just buy one house in London.
Stuck with one income.
Even though you're good, but you're getting one income. And then if someone don't come, then you're finished. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. So just a side note from that, what actually made you want to get into property in the first place?
Brother, I always wanted to do it, you know?
Why is that?
I don't know, bro. I just always wanted to do it. It's just interesting.
I think to get into this, we got to talk about your background more.
Yeah.
So you started rapping, like you were saying, about 13 years old.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
I was rapping when I was about 13 years old. I used to go studio, but we wasn't allowed to rap our lives, really. It had to be positive.
Yeah.
So we had to just make all these positive songs just because we wanted to go studio. And then I remember the guy brought us to a show once as well. We got a little change as well one time. We went Hackney Empire, I done a little show there. And then I can't remember that we just stopped going there. And then I was on the roads. And then I think I was still making music like grime. Then we started rapping. Then I started rapping, and then I think I shot my first video in like 2010 though. And then from there,
so how old were you at that point?
2010. I think I was like 17 or 18. I can't remember.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So just leaving teenage years basically.
Yeah, and then obviously after that, I thought like when I watched my video, I thought like, bro, I don't like the way I looked. I looked broke, like I look like a joker. I'm here rapping, ain't got nothing to rap about. Forget that. I need to make peace. And then so 011, I came back, obviously just looking crazy, and then that's when I continued. And then 012, I caught up case. 013, I went jail, and then I just came out 019, and then I've just been doing all of this stuff since.
Obviously, that's where things changed for you, I think.
Yeah.
So would you say in jail, we'll talk about this more later on as well in terms of change. Yeah, but would you say in jail, that's where you learned that you got to diversify yourself and get more into business, and that's where the property side and all that came from you?
Yeah, of course, 100%. Do you know what it is, bro? Because it's where I'm from, innit, bro? Yeah, no one really works. No one owns nothing. No one makes like legit money. So a lot of stuff we don't know, innit? Do you understand? So when you go to jail now, you meet people that have all of this stuff. So you're really like, raw, how come we ain't got this and we ain't got that? I'm a man, I don't look for handouts, innit? I'm always looking for opportunities. How can I get involved? How can I do this? So when I'm seeing people doing it, I always feel like if someone could do something, I can do it as well, innit?
Yeah.
Do you get it? So then that's what it was really.
So what, did you meet someone in, like some people in jail who actually helped you in that sector?
Nah, I didn't meet no one that helped me, but I met people that was doing stuff in it, and I see things, and then I think, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go and do that.
Now that you've come out of jail in 2019, Rimzee's back on the scene.
Yeah.
So you went straight back to music, yeah?
Yeah.
So how's that being?
Bro, do you know what? Because it was kind of
7 years in
difficult.
jail.
It was kind of difficult because do you know what? My previous manager used to bring me all these studios in it when I came out, and was trying to show me like, yo, when you come out, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But do you know what, bro? My mind wasn't in it because I felt like I didn't have nothing to talk about. Do you get what I'm saying?
What, in your music?
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about.
Why is that?
Just jail. That's it.
Jail
That's
experience.
dead.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? What else? So whereas before I could talk about loads of stuff in it, and where I've been away so long, there's a lot of stuff I had to catch up with. So when I was going studios, my mind was blank. My heart wasn't really in it. Like I needed to make a few moves in it, and then now slowly as I'm getting to make those moves, now I can comfortably go studio, and now I got a range of stuff to talk about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but how did your music change? Yeah, from a person who was, you know, making an income some other way.
Yeah.
And your life is slowly changing to a point where you got business meetings every day. You're going to view properties every day. You're going to check up on the renovation. You know, all these business moves. So then
Joe makes you hungry, innit, bro? Joe makes you hungry because like you just got to look at it like this. Imagine the person sleeping on the street, yeah? You're that person sleeping on the street. So you know, bro, as soon as you get one chance, that's it. You're going to go mental.
Let's talk about a bit more about prison, yeah? Because like I said, this is going to be released in Ramadan. And for people who don't know, you're a Muslim.
Yeah.
Revert. What was that like? Like how did that all happen? Because I remember when you told me this story, like that was the first thing I wanted to know when I sat down with you that first time.
You know, when I went to jail, I was Christian, innit? My family was Christian. So, but we never used to go to church and that, innit? So when I went to jail, Bearman was telling me to come Juma, and I wasn't trying to go Juma because I don't do what everyone does, innit?
What's that?
I have to make my own moves.
Yeah.
So I don't ever follow the crowd. It's just not my thing. So when we moved to a next jail, We got swagged from one, like mixed, shipped out from one jail to another one.
So you had a load of acts in the first prison, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I landed Swell side.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like most of the jail was Muslim anyway. So when my brother used to like come Juma, but I'm not going because people are telling me to come. I'm just stubborn, innit? So then when I went to another jail, my brethren, we got shipped out. Obviously, he used to go Juma in it, but there's not really no brothers in the jail. So he used to go like on his own, so I used to just roll with him. So obviously, when I rode with him and the Imam's talking and that, my heart is just beating crazy. But I remember one brother gave me Vipex, he gave me a book before, innit? Understanding Islam. And I think it's the scientific benefits of Islam or Understanding Islam. I can't remember which one it is. And I was reading it. No, I didn't read it.
What was this? He gave it to you in the first prison?
He gave it to me when I was in Swell side.
Okay, yeah.
He just gave it to me. He didn't say nothing. He just gave me this book. Like, I think he said read it or something. And I was like, yeah, cool. I just kept it, but I didn't read it. So then when I went to the Jumu'ah, my heart's beating crazy. I went another time, it's beating mad. When he's talking, it's like he's talking to me. Like, it's mad. And then I've read the book, and it was like all making sense. I was like, nah. I went a few more times, then I took my shahada, innit?
What sort of things were in the book?
It just tells you about scientific benefits, you know, like how when a baby's born and how the Quran was 1400 years ago and it's never been changed and it can't be contradicted. All of that stuff, innit?
And the mad thing is when you, like you were saying, when we were with you and your brother, obviously that whole time when you're in prison, you didn't really have much contact with your brother.
Yeah, but not like that though.
No, not like where it's like you're not talking, but you didn't know that he was a Muslim as well.
Yeah, I didn't know, nah.
So that was a mad coincidence as well.
Yeah.
So how did that feel like when you're coming out of prison, you've converted, you're a Muslim now,
Yeah.
and you find out your brother's Muslim as well?
Yeah, that was sick still.
What was that feeling like?
That was sick still.
Why?
But it was just hard, innit? Because he knows, innit? Nah, it's just my mum left, innit? Then my brother, my older sister, is a bit interested, trying to give her some dawah. But yeah, man.
What actually spoke to you when you reverted? What actually made you want to take that step?
No, that's what I'm saying, because of that book was the final thing.
Oh, the book was the final thing?
That was final.
Yeah.
Because I was going and I was getting the feeling in my heart already.
Oh, so you didn't read, like, did you read the Quran that helped or anything?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
So then I was going in, and obviously when their mom was talking all the time, my heart was beating crazy, like I was saying. And then when I went a few more times, the same thing, was like he's talking to me. And then when I read that book, that was it. So then from then on, I started reading into bare other stuff, and it was just making so much sense.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, a lot of people always say, oh, why people always go jail and become Muslim? And it's because when you're on road, everything's going so fast, innit? So you ain't got time to research, sit down, understand
think
nothing.
about everything, yeah.
So when you're sitting down and now you got time to read stuff and research things, and you clock, right, that don't make sense, and this don't make sense, and this makes sense, and from there, innit?
What else like happened in jail? Like how was that experience?
It's calm, bro. It's just normal. It's like, I remember when I landed Source, it was just like being in the ends again.
So done.
It was everyone was mandem, and that, like, it was the wing was live. And
wait,
that,
so when you went
there,
there, did you know people already?
a few, not too many though.
Yeah,
but you know, everyone's in the same boat, innit?
So aside from you converting or reverting in jail, what was your experience like? I mean, was you learning, reading? What was you?
I was doing Arabic lessons as well, in classes. And
is it? Okay.
Yeah. But then I was doing that in DCAT, but then I started working out, so I couldn't do it no more. But I was doing it for a bit. And I used to go Islamic classes as well.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But then what else were you doing? Aside from, like, Islam aside, what else were you doing to develop yourself?
I read like self-help books, innit? I used to watch bare like interviews, innit? Of like people that's doing mad things or just inspiring things, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it seemed like Joe changed you quite a bit in terms of your mindset wise.
Yeah, 100, bro. Because you know, my mind was blocked, innit? I didn't know like how much opportunities there was out here until I started seeing all of this stuff, and I started thinking like, raw, like there's a lot going on. So, example now, before I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, innit? That was like one of my first.
What, in jail, yeah?
Yeah, one of my first self-help books. That was the best one I read. Obviously, I've read better ones now, but that was the first one. It was like Robert Kiyosaki. He's got a rich dad and a poor dad.
Yeah.
So like his rich dad his poor dad would always say, oh, I can't afford this. And his rich dad would say, how can I afford this? So he's saying, when you say I can't afford something, you
really
close your mind.
Yeah.
So you can't even think. That's it, it's done. So when you're saying, how can I do it? It makes you use your brain and think how you can do stuff.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So he realized that where his poor dad was saying, look, just go to school and get an education, and his mind was closed in it, where his rich dad was like,
There's so much more you can do.
Exactly, bro. Because you know what? Even in terms of education, bro, yeah, there's different types of learning in it.
Yeah.
Some people learn through like reading. Some people learn through actually doing stuff, and then some people learn through watching stuff. But in school, they only teach you one way, innit? Like one way. So you can't really judge everyone by their capabilities from doing it one way, because that's not how someone might be good at learning.
Yeah. It's like, I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of people criticize me because I don't read much, but I'm more of a visual person, so I'll watch podcasts and podcasts and podcasts, the interviews, like different people, different tech people. It's just like, that's the way I learn, sort of thing.
Just as good, man. But reading's good because it gives you ideas, innit?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Always every time I've read, I've got serious ideas off just reading.
What's the best book that you've read that's gave you
I can't say the best book, but there's some serious. The best books I've read.
Yeah.
Success Principles, Jake Canfield, 12th edition. The Power of the Subconscious Mind. How to Win Friends and Influence People. A Steve Jobs book that's serious as well. It's by Walter Isaacson. Oversubscribed.
These books, how do you think they've played a part in your life? Because you read them. What, did you read them all in jail?
Yeah, all of them.
So how did that play a part in your life?
Because you know what it is, bro, it's just getting your mind ready, innit? So a lot of stuff I knew, because I've been hustling from young, so a lot of stuff I already knew. My mind was already a certain way. But this stuff is like, we've always wanted to be rich, but we don't know how to. So when you read loads of these books, it's like, it shows you ways where you're skipping mistakes that I made that I wouldn't have had to made if I already knew already. Yeah. So it's like, when I started reading them, it's like, bruv, I wanted to be rich all this time, and it's right here, bruv. Yeah. Just in a book, right, that's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't looking for it because I didn't even think that was even there.
So coming to the release date of coming out of jail, would you say you had a plan of action of knowing exactly what to do?
You know, I had a plan, but on the day, bro, I was scared, bro. I was thinking, I'm not even ready yet.
Why?
I don't know, bro. I was just thinking, bro, I'm not ready yet. It just came too quick.
Yeah.
It was long, but on the day, it's like, bro, is this like, it's too quick. I'm not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? But I had to just get out and do what I needed to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. With all the books and everything that you learned in jail, because like that plays a huge factor into your life.
Of course, all the time. Like every time I'm doing stuff. So like for example, the shop that we're doing now, we gotta get the packaging and all of that done with the logos. So now, obviously, when I'm with my team, they're like, "Yo, we need to get tissue." So I'm saying, "Yeah, we need a logo on the tissue." One of my brethren's like, "No, we don't need it. It's a waste of money." No, it's not, bro. It's branding. Yeah, but I got that from, because you see Steve Jobs' book when he says like, you pay attention to detail. So he's saying when I made the iPhone, he wants to make it so that you feel special just opening it. Yeah. And then even if you undone the phone, you looked at the back, it's all done neatly. So he's paying attention to detail. So I'm saying it's like, someone might come to our shop and think our logo's everywhere and you get a tissue on it, it's not representing us. So I'm saying like drinks, we're not doing canned drinks, because now you're running off with another brand. Yeah. The drinks all need to be in our things. When you go to McDonald's, you don't get drinks like in bottles and that. I think they do water and orange juice and that now though. Yeah. But most of the drinks come in their own McDonald's thing. So everywhere you go and you're representing McDonald's, that's what we need to do as well.
I've got to get some bloody CEOCAST cans in here or something for you.
Right. Yeah, you need to, bro. Stick it on there or something.
Yeah, I need some branding lists or something. No, but I hear exactly what you're saying. So basically all of that you've learned, every single move that you've made, or majority of them, you've learned from something.
Yeah, bro.
Something else.
Bro, in life you can learn loads of things, bro. Yeah. Loads of things, like, you know what I'm saying?
What do you do like now to continue learning?
I learn from everything. Problems, whether it's good or it's bad, I learn from it. You get what I'm saying? Like, my studio that I used to have, I don't have that studio there no more. I'm somewhere else. I was having problems with the landlord, innit? Yeah. But I feel like where I thought they was cool and I was showing them a bit too much of ideas I was doing, you know, sometimes you show people your ideas, they get jealous. They don't like it. So it's a lot of stuff you got to keep it to yourself, and you just do things in silence. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Because, bro, sometimes you want to do this and do that, and you start telling the wrong people, and then they'll give you so many reasons why you shouldn't do it, and just keep trying until you just don't do it. And, bro, that's how you can just kill your dreams like that. By just hanging around with someone that don't want you to do something.
Yeah, it's exactly what they say. Like, keep silent and make the success make the noise.
It's true.
It's exactly like that.
It's true, bro.
So with the people that inspire you,
like
what sort of things do you watch? What sort of things do you read for you to think, you know what, this person's actually inspiration, motivates me to do X, Y, and Z?
Do you know what it is, bro? I like people that come from nothing and make something mad out of it. So those are the people that inspire me, and then it's what they do with it as well, because it's all good having everything, but when you're not doing nothing with it, it's like, it's dead, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like I say, money's not everything, innit? Like we all want money and we all want to be rich, but it's not everything, because when you got loyal people around you and good people, you're always gonna go far regardless. You get me? So like, for example, the team that I've got, we're not trying to make one of us is rich. No, the plan is we're all rich.
The whole team.
Every single one of us. Not 5 up and 1. No, every single one of us. So we're all on the same page. Like, if someone's got a weakness, we're going to go and sit down and say, what's your weakness? What's your weakness? How can we tackle that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're all on the same page, bro. Because like my Regent said as well, your team is as strong as the weakest link, innit? You get what I'm saying? So if that one guy is going to bring us all down, we got to fix that one guy. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's that. And yeah, but that's what it really is. And do you know what it is, bro? I feel like a lot of stuff as well. Obviously, me come from a Caribbean background. Obviously, a lot of the times we're stereotyped. You know, we don't know history. We do silly things. We don't really do smart. So even in that, man, had to research some history myself, innit? So I found out a guy called Mansa Musa, some black guy, the richest man that ever lived. And he gave out so much gold on his way to Hajj, he crashed the economy for 10 years, innit?
Swear.
Yeah.
On his way to Hajj?
On his way to Hajj, yeah, he gave out so much gold, he crashed the economy. And there's a place called Black Wall Street, they used to call it in America, where black money used to go around the community like 6 times before it left. And it says today it leaves our hand in 60 seconds and we give money to everyone. So that's another thing, do you get what I'm saying? Because in this world, unless you haven't got financial backing and that, people don't really respect you, you get what I'm saying? Because remember, it's money that gets the votes, that pays for the campaigns and all of this for this to happen. So it's always going to be in favor of the rich, in it. And unless you're in the path to get to that place, then bruv, what you're doing and what you're saying is not going to matter.
That's wise words right there. You're a Muslim now, relating that to Islam. Obviously, in Islam, they say music is haram.
Haram, yeah.
So all these business moves that you're trying to do, is it to eventually create a way out of music for you?
Yeah.
You think so, yeah? So when do you think that would happen?
I don't want to say, bro. I don't know. Allahu Alam. Yeah.
Everyone's got to re-up the tracks and everything. Get the streams up and all that before you do that. No, I heard that. When you came out of jail, the first thing you did was what? Buy a property, yeah?
Well, the first, that was like, I was out for like a year though. But I think I got it before 2020 though.
No, but I'm saying in terms of like business transaction.
Nah, I had a studio.
Oh, studio first.
Yeah, I got a studio.
Yeah.
Started a label. Then got the house. Then I got the whip to rent out. But how that even happened? Basically, I went up north to link my brethren from North Bradford and that. And then whilst I was up there, it was like, where I was up there for like a weekend and that, I was like, I don't want to be just up here just chilling. You get what I'm saying? I want to do something constructive. So where we wanted to get a car anyway to rent, put on the roads. I thought, right, let's just go to the showroom and do it now. So then we went showroom. So it's like we went up there for a break, done something constructive and brought it back in it.
Oh, so literally like in the time that you went up north, is the same time you thought about that idea.
Now we thought about it already, but we was up there. I thought, yeah, let's do it anyway.
Oh, just kickstart it basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you went full out on the car as well.
Yeah. Not really, but kind of, yeah.
Well, really, it's a fat range, you know. Like, people have seen it about.
Life's temporary, bro, man. It's minor.
Temporary, but still counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's that like then? So you got into rentals. How's that going now?
So what it is now, it's like the insurance was the problem, innit? So what we do now, like someone wants to use it for a video, make someone pull up at a video, use the whip. Yeah,
so I noticed, on the first time that I linked you in your studio, you brought your little brother along.
Yeah.
Yeah, how old's your little brother?
17.
Actually, he's not little, but he's younger.
Yeah.
Now, you bring him along to what most places you'd say?
Yeah, most things when I'm doing something important, I bring him to.
Why is that?
So that if anything happens to me, not even just anything happens to me, so that he can learn as well, innit? So he's got idea because, you know, like most successful people, you see that they bring like kids and all of this on meetings and whatnot. Even if they're not even understanding it properly, it's just putting it into their brain. So like, you know, when they're in a situation, they know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
So my little bro's rolling with me. He's learned how to negotiate. He's seen moves that I'm making. He knows, raw, this is possible. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So all these things. So that's the whole reason why I bring him.
With everything that you've done, like since you come out of Penn, have you brought him along to all the deals that you've done?
Nah, but a lot of them still. And that's another thing as well, bro, because you see me when I was on the roads, when I was younger, like there was no one to show me. I didn't have nothing better to do. So I was just on the roads anyway. So that's why when I bring my little bro with man as well, he ain't got time to do nothing else because he's with man doing like, even if he's not doing that himself physically, what he's learning is mad valuable than I don't know what he's going to be doing then, innit? Because, you know, like school, bruv, yeah, it's just not that deep, innit?
Yeah, they don't teach you like the real.
They don't teach you financial literacy and all that stuff, innit?
And looking at it from a third party perspective, yeah, from an outside point, how do you feel like that's changed him? Do you feel like it's changed him in any way? So he's picked up some knowledge or...
Yeah. Because I spoke to him and he said him and his friends, they got a team now. They're doing some things together.
Oh, so well done.
Yeah, he said they got a team.
So he's on it.
Like, yeah, and obviously when my bridge, he's in some like crypto, some group chat about crypto and that.
Yeah.
And my bridge was showing me like the stuff my little brother's writing in there. And it's just funny, innit, when I read it.
Would you say your friends now have changed from your friends to now basically like business partners?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that. I'll say my brothers though, innit? You know, it is, we just want the same, we all want the same thing, innit?
What's
You
that?
get what I'm saying? We all want to win. We want us all to win. We want us all to be able to put on our friends, our family, whoever that we want to win. Do you get it? And everyone's got the same goal. No one's trying to be bigger than this person.
Yeah.
None of that. Do you get what I'm saying?
I want to talk about Rimzee as a brand, yeah? Rimzee as a brand. How do you now turn Rimzee to a brand, literally? So you got the label there. What else do you do to turn Rimzee into a brand? When I say this, I mean like, do you diversify into things like clothing line or that sort of stuff? Like, go on, you tell me.
All that kind of stuff. You know, it's just business, isn't it? Like what Jay-Z, these guys are my competition, innit?
They
think they're doing, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's what you
want.
want.
You gotta think big or don't think at all, bro.
Who do you get inspired by? The people like that?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just lit, innit? You know, and they make things. You know, I feel like everyone else is just trying to do what everyone else is doing, and they think too small, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I'll give you this example. On Instagram, someone might buy a new car, and everyone thinks, "Oh shit, I want to buy the same car this guy's got or this." When I'll be thinking, "Yo, we need to buy the showroom and be selling these guys the cars." Do you get it?
Be the supplier for it.
Exactly.
Do you feel like that they inspire you because they have the same sort of story, same sort of mindset as well?
Who?
Like Jay-Z and Diddy and
yeah,
like,
and where they came from as well, innit? They
Yeah.
came from the same place though. Where man's coming from, do you understand? Because I feel like, you know, sometimes man dwells that where we coming from and that.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing because it makes you think and you can do without, innit? So when you do get stuff, bruv, it's never gonna be an issue. Whereas if you was just everything was given to you, you can't think here for yourself. You wouldn't know how to survive on your own, innit?
Do you feel like as a rapper, as an artist, there's a lot of things that you've like feels like it comes with the nature? For example, buying bust down watches and designer clothes, designer garments, all that sort of stuff. What's your take on it as well?
Yeah, it does, innit? Because it's the rapper's kit, innit?
Yeah.
So like a lot of people just have it anyway because that's what people want to see, innit?
But if it was your choice, because basically what I'm trying to say is a lot of entrepreneurs and successful people, they've always told me like, listen, that stuff's a waste.
It is.
What's your take on it? It is
But I feel like you got to go through it first to get to that stage because, you know, when you got it all, it's easy to say, oh yeah, that's a waste, But someone that's never had nothing, they want to shine, innit?
Yeah.
And when you want to shine, you want everyone to see you first.
Yeah, but you know, like this is a bit mad because, like I said, you're an entrepreneur and an artist. So at the same time, where you're saying like it is a burden, do you feel like you got to buy that stuff?
No, but this is the difference though. I've shined already.
Yeah.
Like my stuff stamped. Everyone already knows. I ain't got nothing to prove. Where a lot of people haven't got to. So it's like you come from your area, nobody, then you blow, then you got money now. You want everyone to know that you got money. You want them to rate that you got it. And then it can slowly die down. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Done it before. I did it again. It's not that deep.
And things.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speaking of artists, on chat about this as well because you're still independent. Why?
Bro, do you know what it is, bro? Because it's like, I don't see the reason why. I haven't seen the reason why I should sign yet.
Why is that?
Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like, am I gonna be trading? I'm giving away all my rights for fame, innit? Because it's not gonna help me financially in the long run.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I'm saying?
What's it like being an artist that's independent? Because obviously you got a manager.
It's hard. It's expensive, innit? It's expensive, bro, man. So like, remember, you're paying for everything.
But does it pay back?
Slowly. But again, it's just that time, innit? When you get a breakthrough, you might get a breakthrough, innit? But again, once you get to a certain level, that's going to open doors to everything because when you're popular, everyone wants to know you. Everyone wants to bring something to you.
Yeah. And one thing, you know, you released anything. Yeah. I was looking at the comments on that. Someone said Something like, Rimzee just released a new track, so you can go and buy a new yard. Did you see that comment?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So, what's your take on that? Are you making tunes, bangers, so you can invest into your business?
Nah, but I'm not gonna lie though. If any music money I can make that I can invest, of course I would, because it pays off quicker, innit? And it's all long. Remember, you're all planning for the future, innit? It's not for now, innit? You got to plan for the future.
Yeah, I suppose putting out a song.
Like, I don't want to be, I don't want to be that guy that's like, when he's young and he's got everything, and then you get 10 years later, you're just finished. You know what I'm saying? You're just living, all
trying to build generational wealth.
Yeah, man, that's dead, man.
And obviously, you've got a daughter as well, isn't it?
So
you're doing all this. Would you say we're doing it all for her?
Bigger than her, my grandkids.
Your grandkids.
That's what I'm doing this for.
Kids, all of that.
Yeah, all of that.
So you're trying to build up mad wealth. And I think you tweeted out some point this year saying you won't stop until you hit 1 million this year or something.
5 million, I think.
5 million?
Yeah.
Are you on track for that?
No, not at the moment, but you got to put the energy out there, innit?
Yeah, I hear that. But do you believe you'll do that?
You got to believe it, innit? If you don't believe it, then it's not going to happen.
No, I hear what you're saying. So I want to talk about like what else you've got planned for that 5 million.
Well, I don't know, man, because I be get opportunities every day, bro. Every day, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone called me about apartments. Yeah. I don't want to be giving all my ideas on this, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be giving all my ideas, but a man hit me with another one. So it's like, we could be making, 7 bags a month. Not doing, like, investing, like, $3,000.
What,
and you don't have to do nothing much. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
And then my other friend hit me with another thing. You put $3,000 in a van, and that money's unlimited.
In a van?
Yeah, it's another business to do with a van. I don't want to be giving all my ideas.
Right, cool. We're not gonna.
But that's what I'm saying to you. So it's like people always phone me with more things.
Yeah.
Then my brethren call me another time. Some girls got some models. That's another thing again.
Let me ask you something, because I believe this myself. Yeah. That when you give too much out in terms of your ideas and your goals,
done properly. Yeah.
Like you're jinxing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You feel like that as well.
When you what?
When you like, for example, like. Obviously, telling your mandem and the people around you your plans and your goals is calm. But then when you put it out to the world, sometimes it just won't happen.
Yeah, it's true. I believe that as well. But you're meant to keep some stuff to yourself anyway, innit? Because evil eye and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, but then at the same time, people want to hear your goals. And I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying people want to hear your goals, and it's like that stuff like that happens.
But you know, I used to have a quote on my wall, that if you tell people your goals, you're less likely to reach them. And you know why I believe that too, because... Look, for example, if you tell someone, I'm going to do this because... Say, for example, I say to someone, I'm saving because I'm going to open a barbershop, for example. Yeah? And then now when you see me, I'm just looking rubbed out, everything's finished. You think, I know why he's doing it because of this barbershop. Yeah. So and then that person can feel like, I can chill because everyone thinks I'm doing this. It's like allowing you to relax. But when no one knows what you're doing, and you're looking a certain way, they're going to judge you, they're going to diss you because they don't understand what you're doing. Until you do it, it's going to be like, oh, that's what you was doing.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Do you get it? So it's like, I think, man, you got to keep some stuff to yourself.
I heard that. Well, I got some notes for people who don't know. You wrote here, why I rate Idris Asandu.
Oh, yeah. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
We
watched it at your studio.
Yeah, technology, serious guy as well.
Yeah, so why does someone like him inspire you?
Bro, do you know what is? Technology is the future, innit? And my man, he got an intern with Google when he was like 10 years old, so... Bruv, his brain's serious, bro. He designed the car Tesla so it drives even if you're like falling asleep and
the autopilot system.
He designed all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like that's something we need to look into because that's gonna change. That will change your life overnight. If you design something mad, like look what Uber's doing, for example, bro.
Yeah.
It's a madness, bro. There's these bike guys, they don't stop.
What about Amazon?
Amazon as well.
Let alone Uber. You got Amazon there. Opening up grocery shops now as well.
Is it?
You not seen it?
Nah, I didn't know about that.
So you go into the shop, yeah? Obviously with your Amazon account and all that stuff, you basically sign in saying you're going to the shop. You pick up stuff off the counter and you ain't got to go to no till or nothing like that. You literally just walk out because it's all in your basket on Amazon. They've got cameras there. The shelf is weighted so they know when you pick something up. They can see what you've picked up and basically...
This is technology, bro.
Yeah.
The person who designed that, imagine what they got for that.
A lick and a half.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Technology is important, bro. Because you just think of something, how you're going to make life easier, and, bro, you're missing.
How do you want to get involved in technology?
Same thing, though, innit? I've got some serious app ideas, but I need to meet the right people. I'm even scared to patent it in case they steal my idea.
Oh, so done.
Yeah, because sometimes they got to accept if you can do it or not. Because
Yeah.
I remember time ago I wanted to do stuff where like stylists, what they do. I said in another interview, people can rent clothes and that off them.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be able to supply bare artists stuff already. So I wanted to rent it to them from a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I remember when I sent him the idea, they said you can't do that.
Yeah.
But then I heard Selfridges does it though.
Yeah, so what they would, and like the thing is, people, what they could do is be like, no, it won't work. But then they'll tell you that and just go start.
But that's what I'm saying. That when I tried to register that, when it wasn't happening,
Yeah.
that's what they tried to say to me.
Yeah.
And
so
that was the
for
reason,
self,
like, it's just not possible.
Yeah.
Something like that along the line. So when I know you can do it, it's like, I don't want to be sending these people my ideas as well, man.
Yeah. Are you the type of person that believes in like affirmations?
I don't know, man. I don't really do them still.
No, not necessarily doing them, but saying to yourself that when you want to put your mind to something and get it, you'll get it.
Yeah, 100. It is when anything I've ever wanted and I can't stop thinking about, I always get it.
Like what? Give me an example of that.
I give you like this, for example. A lot of things I said in my lyrics, yeah, I end up having them. Before I even got it, I just said it and then I've got them.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Have you released them sort of tracks before you've even had it?
Yeah. So, like, for example, in 2D1, when I'm like panoramic roof, my whip didn't have a panoramic roof then.
No, it
But
does.
my rental roof's got a panoramic roof.
Yeah.
When I said, what else did I say? I'm trying to think. I can't think of all of them off my head, but a few of them though I've said, and that's why now I know as well. When I write my lyrics, I've got to be careful what I'm saying, because sometimes when a lot of things I wrote, it's come true and that.
Let me ask you a serious question, yeah? There's been like opinions, and you even put this on your story one time as well, I remember it, yeah? Where people say that you don't rap the same. For example, you put on your story one time, you saw a guy and he was telling you about G-Wagon, it didn't sound the same as your old music.
Yeah.
I want to ask you two questions off the back of that. How does that make you feel like when people say that? And do you feel like you don't rap the same?
Yeah, I listen to it, I know it's completely different. But it's like, I got to catch that vibe. The beats are not the same. Yeah.
Is it more so like just catching the vibe, or your mindset's changed and shifted?
Both, innit?
Yeah.
Both, because like some stuff I'm rapping about, like it's not relevant to me no more. One, and two is like a lot of the beats are not the same anymore. So like even when I'm telling people to send me the beats, it's either too slow or it's nearly drilly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's not in a perfect balance.
It's rare to get ones in the middle. I ain't got a beat like Here I Am in a long time. I haven't had a beat like I'm On in a long time. I haven't had a beat like Hard Life in a long time. Where are these beats? Do you get it?
Yeah.
Because I go with the beat.
Yeah.
And I haven't had these beats. So
when you went to prison, you were making music, and the music, in my opinion, was different then to where it is now. Yeah, I preferred it a lot back then. And it's, like I said, it's different now. So when you come out of prison and you've heard all the new tunes, the new people about and all that stuff, how does that make you feel?
Do you know what? When I was in jail hearing music,
Yeah.
like I remember when I was chatting to my brothers, like, bro, this is all shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, trust me, you don't understand. It's when you get out, you get it. That when I came out, slowly I started to like it. So I'm saying it's not the same.
No, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't hit the same anymore.
Nah, it doesn't.
But for someone like you, who's had a certain style, and not to say the style's changed now, but it's a lot different to what it was back then. So then that puts you in a predicament, in a position where do you feel like you've got to now go with the flow of what is trending, or do you stick with?
But you know what it is? I don't feel like I go with like the tempo beat might be the same as some popular ones today.
Yeah.
But the beats are a lot different. They're like special for me, unique, bespoke, should I say, for me. And then when I rap on them, I rap on them like myself, not like no one else, because no one sounds like me. So
we've talked about past Rimzee, we've talked about current, I want to talk about future. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
5 years' time.
Let's say 5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years, man. I'll be just doing everything on a bigger scale.
Such as?
Everything that I'm doing. Everything, bro, man.
All right, let's
might be
break it
running
down
for president.
Running
Probably,
for president, yeah.
yeah.
Let's break it down more, yeah. So you got the financial factor of it, you've got the mindset factor of it, and the success factor of it. Where do you see yourself in that?
Wait, you confused me. Say that again.
So 5 to 10 years time, how do you think your life is going to change, basically?
In the financial sector.
In all of the sectors, financial sector, success sector, and mainly your mindset. Because obviously in that time, you're going to grow a lot more.
Yeah.
So
So that's why I say I feel like everything's just going to increase on a bigger scale.
Yeah, everything you're doing right
doing
now.
everything on a much bigger level. Yeah,
So, like for example, yards, have a lot more yards,
more portfolio.
bigger portfolio
The
for
plan
everything.
anyway.
Yeah.
Portfolio of houses, multiple shops, all different types as well though. So it's like people always be ringing me. I'll be here soaking up bare stuff, bro. I see this, I see that, yo. Phone someone, yo, this needs to happen, that needs to happen. And that's why, bro, I can't tell you, innit?
Yeah.
Where man's gonna go in it. If something clicks, then yo, we're gonna try it. Might fail, might win. We learn from it. We move on. Next thing.
What do you think will be the turning point for you to say, you know what, I'm done with music now, I'm successful in everything else? What do you think will be that turning point?
I don't know. Do you know what it is? Because music's a hobby, innit? So like now I'm trying to take it serious and turn it into a business. But
I feel like you're trying to turn it into a business with other artists, with your record label,
yeah,
more so than actually you rapping yourself.
yeah, all of us, innit? Because you know they said if you can't make money while you're sleeping, then you're gonna be working for. Wait, you can't. What's that saying again? Do you know that saying?
Yeah, something like if you're not making money while you're sleeping, then I don't know the end.
Yeah,
of it.
something like that. Yeah, something like that. So it's like you can't. You got anyway. You got to work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
There's only so much music I can make. There's only so many places I can be at once. If I got 2 artists, then I'm here, he's there, and he's there. Now there's 3 of us. Do you get it? It's increasing the chances.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
So for the way this came about, yeah, you acknowledged the podcast, yeah, and you messaged me saying do your thing, yeah.
Yeah.
What made you want to jump on it?
But remember, I told you I wasn't ready yet. But you was like, yeah, come do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying, bro, like when I'm watching your podcast, the people on there, I feel like they're proper successful, innit?
Yeah. And just to let people know, I think the first time we spoke was December, maybe?
I can't remember.
Something like that.
I can't remember. Yeah. So, obviously, to someone from outside looking in, from where I've come from, roads, bare years in jail, coming out doing all of this stuff, it's successful. To me, it's not good enough. So it's like, I feel like, bro, I want to come back here when I got about 5 houses, 3 shops, 7, I don't know, hotels. Yo, I'm ready for an interview now, innit?
Yeah.
But you was like, nah, just come now, innit?
No, because you know what it is for me? I feel like you got it's a sick podcast. What makes a sick podcast, yeah? Like, is in 2 parts. The man before what he would class as success, and then the man, or the woman, shall I say, when they've reached the success they're trying to reach. So imagine this podcast now, and then let's just say in 3 years down the line, you've got everything you've just named. How different do you think your mindset is going to be then?
Yeah,
and especially when you like watch this podcast then in 3 years' time. Yeah. You can flipping, I've changed.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not just you thinking, it will be every other viewer, everyone around you thinking like you've done your thing basically.
Yeah.
So that's why I love doing part 2s, especially like when it's spread apart. You know what I'm saying? Like you always look at the previous podcasts and think like you've come a long way. Yeah,
that's another thing as well, you know, bro. You know, some people touching, going back a bit. You know, on being Muslim, yeah. You know, some people be like, like some people might say, these guys they go to jail and be Muslim and all of this, yeah. But remember, in the olden days, yeah, people converted to Islam for trading purposes. So however it gets to you doesn't matter from it's in your heart. Do you understand? So that maybe was the reason how it got introduced to you, and now you'll become a Muslim. Do you understand?
The way I see it is look, it's been put into your heart regardless.
Yeah.
And it's just come like, because the whole point of revert, for people who might not know, is the fact that Muslims say that you're born a Muslim, but you're brought up in different environments where you may be a Christian, you may be Hindu, X, Y, Z, so that sort of thing. And then obviously when you find your path back to Islam,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So regardless of how it happens, it's there. You know what I'm trying to say? Rimzee, in my experience, yeah, I'd say some people try to rush success. Now, I'm a person who likes to take the time with things. What's it like for you?
Yeah, the same thing, man. Do you know what it is? We'd all want to be successful fast, but I think you need to pace yourself, because if you get too big too quick, then you don't understand. When you fall straight down if something goes wrong, because you don't know how to act to it, because you never come across that before. Whereas when you're building slowly and steadily, you're making this mistake, then you learn from that. You made this mistake, you learn from that, until you're getting to a stage now where you've done 100 mistakes, so you know 100 things not to do. Do you get what I'm saying? So now, if any of these things come, you'll deal with it so easily because you've already been through it already. Yeah. Or you know how to handle it. Whereas when you just go from nowhere to fly up now, you just crash. That's why most of these businesses, innit, when they fly up too quick, everyone's thinking, yeah, nah, I don't want to invest in that business. It's too risky and all of this stuff because you can't see the longevity of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like also people try to do 10 things at once as well.
Yeah, exactly that as well. You can't do too many things at once because that happened to me. I was trying to do too many things at once. I'm doing a bit of this, doing a bit of this, doing a bit. My mind is going here, there, and everywhere. So if I'm giving 10% to this, 10% to that, I'm not doing nothing properly.
Yeah, you're not putting 100% into one thing.
Nothing, exactly. Jack of all trades, a master of none. So instead of me trying to do 10 things, I need to focus on one thing, do it good, do it great. When it's great, then I'll do something else. When it's great, something else. Some things let other people do. Because where I'm so much of a perfectionist, sometimes I want to be involved in this part, that part, that part. Bro, you can't be everywhere at the same time. It's just a waste of time and energy. So you just need to focus on what's important because, bro, at the end of the day, time's money, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like, with like parents, they want to go to this Sainsbury's to get this drink, but then go this Iceland to get this meat here.
Yeah.
Time's money. You go in there, it's a waste of time. That's costing you. So like you come at a queue for an hour here to go in another queue for an hour here to get something to save like £5 or £2, whatever. It's not worth it. You might as well just pay the £2. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you something going back to what you said about doing 10 different things at once, yeah?
Yeah.
So, like we said in this podcast, you've got the burger shop going on, you've got property going on. So, you're doing different things, yeah? Do you feel like, for example, your property is complete now, giving out HMO, all that stuff, yeah? Do you feel like you gave 100% to that, you're great at it, and now you can push to another thing? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because I was heavily involved in it. But again, like I said, I got a team. So like, for example, the fast food shop, we've left 2 of my friends are in charge of that one.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a team meeting and I'm going to give my views, but they're in charge. Any problem, they're in charge because there's no point 6 people or 3, 4, 5 people doing all one thing.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense.
Split the roles.
You just lot do that, we do that, and you do that, and we come together. This is it. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's how we got to do it because we want all of these things, but we can't do it all together. And that's why it's important to build a team. So even on my own music team, I've got a team of loads of people because I can't do everything. And I haven't got 10 eyes in the back of my head, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at least as well, sometimes I see things one way, people see from different angles, innit?
Yeah.
And it's good to have
different
loads
opinions.
of different ideas or see things from a different way. And then that's how we come to some compromisation.
It's like what they say, yeah. If you want to make money, stick 10 people in the room, let them bounce off each other's ideas.
Say it again?
If you want to make money, a money-making
I
idea...
never heard that one before,
I heard that one the other day and I was thinking about it.
But I know the one that he said, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Yeah, same sort of thing. But like, for example, if there's 10 people in the room and they're all throwing their business ideas about, let's just say not 10 people, that's going to be a bit mad for in terms of business perspective, yeah? But a few people in a room throwing the ideas around, eventually one's going to stick. They're all going to put in their input, different ideas, and they're going to create one solid business. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
What's your roles in the businesses that you're involved in?
What's my roles in them?
For example, the burger and the bagel place.
I'm CEO on all of them, but we're just a team, innit?
Yeah, so you belong to CEOCAST basically.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So, but it's not just me though.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And what I do, I ask, yo, team, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? So everyone's involved. I don't feel like I'm too nice where I'm just doing my own thing because that's not how it's going to work. Do you understand?
What about this here? So let's just say someone's watching this right now. They're trying to be successful. And we understand that, that it's better to have a team around you, yeah? How do you, if they ain't got a team around them, how do you create a team around you? How do you network around you to...
Do you know what it is? I feel you build a team through people you hang around with, through their characteristics and how they move and the energy you get from people. Because, some people are around just for money. Some people, they might be good, the best person at this, but they're just unreliable. That's not who you want in your team because you're going to build something mad and they're going to just kill it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just about thing. I feel like, bro, if you go to the right places, you'll meet the right people. And you know what is? A lot of people got the same ideas. If you want to get into houses and you go to property auctions or property seminars, you're going to meet people that's interested in it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You speak to normal people, you don't know who you might be sitting next to. Do you get what I'm saying? And then from there, that's why networking is very important. There's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everything.
Yeah.
You hashtag whatever you want to do. There's 100 people in there. You message them. They might not reply. You message them, might. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you meet
10
people.
bullets, 1 lands, that's it.
Exactly. You go through there. That's what I'm saying, bro. Because I who was it? I can't remember who it is, but I saw someone, they said like, although they got so much things that they become successful with, people don't know how much things they done that failed before they got there.
100%, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like social media, I feel like it rushes you, innit? It makes you feel like you need everything now, quick. But it's not real, bruv. Do you understand? Most people are pretending. So it's turning people mental. Because I even know, like, one of my old friends, he's gone mad trying to be successful because he's always trying to do this, till he's taking on too many things, till he can't handle it, till it's just too much, bruv. Because it's stressful, innit? There's ups, there's downs, there's losses. There's times when you might think, shit, I don't know how I'm going to survive this week. Like, but you just got to keep going, bro.
There's a lot into it.
It's not easy, bro. And then eventually, man, you just get there, innit?
Let me throw it back to the other thing you said, yeah. So people who are watching this and they've seen your Instagram and everything, they might know that, mashallah, that you're doing your thing. You've got bagels, burgers and bagels. You've got the property you're going on. Is there anything that you've done that like Instagram or your audience hasn't seen that hasn't worked out to be in the best favor of yourself?
Yeah, I was doing music for time. It wasn't working out. Like, even now, we're getting there slowly, but I'm still going through them stages where I'm making mistakes. Some things are working, some ain't. I'm still going through them stages. I'm still building. The same thing with the property. There was so much problems we had. Just had to get the roof redone. The guy didn't do the wall properly. Had to get that redone. The electrician done that wrong. He had to get it redone. So many things. With the burger and the bagels, what happened with that? We're trying to find a source. That was a problem. Trying to get packaging, that was long. The uniform, ordered it from China, is still not here yet.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously the guy that does the clothing, he orders it from China and I buy it from him. He does printing. That's still taking long. So nothing's just straightforward.
Yeah, there's always hurdles.
Nothing. I've never done nothing that was just straightforward. Like, yeah, I just done that and it was perfect. No. When I bought the car to do rentals, bought the whip, trying to get insurance, not happening. They're saying to do fleet, you need a certain amount of cars. To do the self-hire, they only want to do it if you've got a certain amount of years you've been doing rentals for. Yeah. So it's like, sometimes I've thought of so many things, tried to do it and it didn't work. Do you know what I mean?
No, but you overcome it.
Exactly. Some work, some don't. But you get me, nothing. But what's that saying again?
Nothing comes easy.
Because something's the brave or something like that. Oh, I can't even think of it.
Well, I don't know which one you're talking about.
I can't think of something. I can't remember, man. Can't remember that one.
If you remember, let me know. Text me a number. I'm gonna put it on the screen here right now so people know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We mentioned fatherhood earlier on, that you got a daughter now, yeah? How do you think you've shifted as a man between someone who wasn't a father and now you are?
Now I've got more responsibility, innit?
Why is that?
Because I got a daughter, innit? So obviously she looks up to me and she's like a daddy's girl. She is a daddy's girl, innit? She's a girl. So it's like, before, man, I didn't really have no, like, responsibilities before.
You feel like you didn't have to take care of anyone back then?
Yeah.
And now you do?
I didn't really have no responsibilities, so now I'm doing it. I got a daughter relying on me, so...
How old is your daughter?
My daughter, she's 2 now.
How do you want her upbringing to be?
That's what I'm saying. I don't ever want to... Because when man grew up in it, man's dad wasn't about or like that anyway. So as man's mom's growing us up, single parents, so I don't ever want my daughter to grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? She needs to have both parents. Like, there's never been no issue, you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah.
What can we expect from Rimzee within well, this is coming out in April, like I said. So what can we expect from you towards this year onwards?
I'm trying to work on a new tape, but my new tape needs to be exactly like my first one style, but better. First one, yeah, needs to be better. I think the second one was better. Some people don't agree, but this one's gonna be naturally better than the first and the second one. Even together, make them look like nothing.
Well, it's the trilogy, isn't it? So
yeah, so they need to be madder than both of them, and then that's like one of my main priorities. Yeah.
So that's music. What about business? What are the like stuff for this year?
I got to sit down with my team and see. Yeah.
To be fair, no, there's a lot that you can't say, and I understand why as well. So I'm gonna ask you this final question. Yeah, I'll ask everyone this: what does success mean to you?
Success means happy, innit? When you're happy.
But I mean, like, break it down more, yeah? What would, when you're in your position, what would you classify as success?
I'll classify success when I can provide for my whole family, innit? And I can change, like, when no one has to worry no more. That's success for me, innit? That's when my job's done.
Hear that?
What's success for you, though?
For me,
Yeah.
that's for another story. That's another episode right there. But yeah, I think we're gonna pretty much wrap it up there now because we've been recording for about an hour. I know you're a busy man, you got to be places.
Bro.
Huh?
I have to drive back, Raf.
Yeah, listen, I hope you all enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. Like I said, subscribe, trying to reach 50k by the end of the year. Follow Rimzee on Insta, follow myself. Any final notes that you want to say?
UpperClaptonDream 2 out now.
What would your advice be to people out there who are listening or watching this?
Grinding is hard, stunting is easy. And I lost more times than I won.
You're just going to throw a load of gems out there. All right, cool. Listen, I hope you all enjoyed that. I'll catch you next episode, on the next episode of CEOCAST.